They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Now Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st down at Stafford. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Linval Joseph. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Stafford. Forced out to his left.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
It's complete to Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers!
Austin Eckler
From 8 yards out.
And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum.
And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
From the 41, Stafford looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Six nothing our score after 1. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run here with Akers. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Akers again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles. And
he's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 76 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought that...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is swung out to Eckler. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd down, Eckler. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time he is in. Yes. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it 21-8. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? They thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now Herbert off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Odell Beckham, 45 yards. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Flushed out right.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Going deep here for Allen. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers have retaken a third quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. He'll buy some time right. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 29, Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So that one will be accepted. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To the air again, Herbert. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
Now into a sea of defenders had intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Charger, Eric Weddle. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Stafford now to throw. And he will not be able to get rid of the football. He's sacked. And let the second guessing begin as this remains a tie game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Roberts now on the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And just shedding him off there. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a run with Akers. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On second down now, Akers. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
On 4th down, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Now Herbert. Finding Allen. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. He's got Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.